What's up, YouTube? It's Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys some more singles Series 9 action. Today we are still rocking out with our Darmanitan Skarmory Garchomp team. Everything's been going just fine with the team. We've actually went 7-0 with it so far. Sadly, the first video wasn't being... I did record it, but my recording did not save, so we weren't able to see the first 4 battles onto the channel. But the last 3 battles we done, we did win, and everything worked out just fine. My goal for this for the end of this month is to try and get to Masterball and singles, and I'm gonna be rocking out with this team. For Friday's video, one of my subscribers has suggested a rental code, so I'll be checking that rental code out for Friday's video. But other than that, I want to try and climb with this team, so if we can try and make some improvements to this team, let me know in the comments down below. If you have played some singles since my last upload, let me know how you're doing and everything, and I would greatly like to see what kind of adjustments and stuff you had to make. And if you haven't played singles yet, I want to throw a challenge out to you guys and see if you guys will be able to make it to Master Ball. Yeah, to me, I think it's going to be tougher once we get to like Ultra Ball tier. Obviously, it should. Competition's getting better, but usually in VGC, I can kind of fly and get into Master Ball no problem. Where maybe being on a different format, I may struggle just a little bit. So I don't know what's going to happen. But we got our first opponent, rocking out with a Dracovish, Rillaboom, Coffergigas, Darmanitan of their own, Cinderace, and Lecky. What I've been doing in every single match, I've been leading Darmanitan. That's probably not the best idea, but that's what I've been doing. I think we'll finally be wanting to bring Marowak into this game. And then I need something to beat the Dracovish. And I think, honestly, that Pokemon will be Togekiss. But I do want to check my Marowak set. I do not have Boomerang. So that makes it a little bit difficult. But I think we'll still be fine. But yeah, we'll go Togekiss and we'll go with it. Game 1, bringing Marowak and Togekiss in the back. 2 Pokemon that are definitely more of my defensive U-turn Pokemon that I think will work out just fine. You know, I mean, we can be flashy with Garchomp and Skarmory a lot of times, but hey, sometimes you bring your more defensive pieces, and we'll see if we can get the win. I definitely do think those 3 Pokemon cover my opponent's options very well. I am a little scared of the Cinderace, but at the same time, we can wall it out. We'll be fine. And we got Marowak. Marowak's a great wall. And it'll be a great Dynamax, too, because it'll do a lot of damage. But we'll just have to see what our opponent decides to do. Alright, so our opponent actually leads Cinderace. Okay. Cinderace and our Darmanitan. Now, we are Choice Scarfed, if you guys don't know. Cinderace is really threatening me with a Focus Sash. And if we, so I'm going to just go ahead and U-turn and break that potential Focus Sash. And who are we going to switch in? Probably Marowak. Because of the potential fire attack, he could be going for high jump kick as well, which would be fantastic because Marowak being part ghost, that would be awesome as well. But counter, okay, this shouldn't do that much damage, right? But that definitely, because of being a fighting type, hey, that kind of worked out. That worked out just fine. Okay, we got our opponent kind of pinned, right? He really doesn't want to switch anything in. We'll go for a Shadow Bone. Why not? I'm not really wanting to Dynamax too early, which I don't know if that's a good idea to Dynamax early or not. Because if I Dynamaxed right now, we'd probably be taking this attack a lot easier, a lot better. He might, I don't even know what he could hit us with. I know if you run a special Cinderace, you can use Scorching Sands, which could become Max Quake. He showed me Counter, and then he shows me Max Airstream. So I really don't know what's going on. But yeah, we're half HP now. That's not the greatest, but it's not the worst, especially if we can get big damage out, and that's very big damage. Hey, let's go for Protect. Let's stall a turn of your Dynamax. Yeah, this Marowak still has a Protect. To me, mostly due to us wanting just to stall a turn of my opponent's Dynamax, pretty much. Because there's nothing Marowak can do except for Protect. And if we can get one more Protect, because, I mean, we're just going to faint due to the Cinderace. So if we can get one more Protect, we practically stalled out your Dynamax. Even if we don't, we stalled out your Dynamax. So that's A+ for me right there, in my opinion. Yes, we lose Marowak, and now this Cinderace is super fast. But after taking an attack from it, we should be fine. We'll go into Togekiss. And we can probably Dynamax it. Because Darmanitan definitely is not like your ideal Dynamax Pokemon, but Togekiss is definitely a pretty decent Dynamax option. So we'll Dynamax, and we'll actually do our own Max Airstream. Just depending on what attack he wants to go for or anything, you know. Put on a little bit of pressure and stuff on our opponent as well, because if he has to be afraid of the switches, because he does have the Rillaboom. He has the Dracovish. Both Pokemon are super weak to Togekiss. So, I mean, yeah, we ain't seen nothing yet, and we already lost the Pokemon. But I think we're in a good spot still. How much is this doing? It shouldn't be doing that much, because we're Dynamaxed. Yeah, we're fine. Get a nice little KO here, and then it gives us a speed boost. And I'm pretty certain that most players on singles don't run Protect, which they should, because as you see, we practically almost successfully stalled out a Dynamax. I mean, we lost a Pokemon, but we only lost one Pokemon instead of losing a bunch. So he has Darmanitan. And I have Darmanitan in the back. The bad part would be is if he is Scarfed of his own, because I don't necessarily... Well, we are max speed adamant, but he could be Jolly. Then again, let's go Max Airstream. Worst case scenario, we'll see. Hey, we do outspeed. That's fantastic. Well, you got Ice Punch. It don't matter. You're dead. Okay. Togekiss. This one's a timid max speed, max special attack. It hits like a truck, especially in Dynamax form. It is carrying the Lumberry. I am thinking about Citrus Berrying it, but I have not run into any situation where my opponent has statused it yet. So, where Citrus Berry would have came in handy in a couple of battles. But yeah, it looks like we pretty much got the win in game one. What came down to is trying to get a good board positioning, stalling out our opponent's Dynamax, and going from there with a sweep. There's not much else that there was to explain. And I do like singles. After playing VGC for a while, which I really don't know if I'm even playing singles fully correctly, because I am going up against Pokeball tiers, so I'm kind of waiting to see if I can get into these higher tiers and see if we're still picking up these wins so easy. But hey, we're in Pokeball tier. Maybe I want to say one more battle will get me into Great Ball tier, and maybe I can start getting some better opponents and stuff. Hey, who knows? Maybe this next game will have a really good opponent. But night real. Okay, what you got? You're a Landorus, Toxapex, Urshifu, P2, Ninetales, and Glastrier. Very, very interesting. Definitely Darmanitan. I still like that as a lead. I mean, my opponents have not been able to punish me yet, so I have no issue going with it. Now, who's in the back? Because Garchomp is like screaming, I'm trash in this game. Skarmory, how are you? Skarmory looks okay. I am afraid of the Glastrier, so I am going to go Marowak. So, hey, Marowak's making a big debut today. And, I mean, at that point, I think we just need the Urshifu counter, right? So we'll go Togekiss again. So we'll bring the same two, and we'll see if we can get the win. You know, we can always think about Dynamax and Marowak just because he hits hard, but really and truthfully, Togekiss hit surprisingly hard as well. I really was thinking that his Darmanitan was a Choice Scarf in the last battle. It turned out it wasn't, or maybe it was, and he just has a very weird EV spread on it. But anyway, Darmanitan versus Ninetales. Just checking for Sash. This is definitely a Pokemon that would run Sash, so I'm going to go straight for that U-turn. And Marowak should, almost like the same scenario, would be able to take a Blizzard halfway decent, I would imagine. I mean, it is single target, but still. You actually go for Auroraville. Okay. Okay. Hey, get Marowak in basically for free. Let me check your team. Is Marowak an okay Pokemon to Dynamax? I want to say sure, because we get Max Flare, will give us a Sun. You didn't switch his Ninetales either, which is, and you're not Dynamaxing, because Ninetales is obviously faster than Marowak. This is basically telling me that you're willing to give up practically everything you set up, because Auroraville only works in the Hail. Unlike Lapras's G-Max attack. Oh no. Oh, that's... Our opponent's playing a villain today, going for that raw hypnosis. Are you kidding me? Oh, we gotta wake up. We're gonna... Oh man, our opponent's playing villain today. Glastrier, man, you gotta wake up. We gotta get this free damage off. Thank you, Marowak. Auroraville is gone too. That is the last thing our opponent wanted to see right there. Fantastic. Right? Does the Auroraville go away? I'm pretty sure it does, because the sun's up now. Let's see. I mean, we activate weakness policy. That's probably what I should be afraid of. But the power of special physical moves will be half. How is the Auroraville up? I guess it's still up. What's the Glastrier wanting to do? Dynamaxing. Really and truthfully? Am I even afraid of this Glastrier after how low it is? Like, sure, go ahead, Dynamax it. And truthfully, he could probably sweep me. If he outspeeds Marowak, he probably takes it out, right? I mean, but I don't know if Glastrier would. Yeah, see, Marowak still outspeeds, even though Marowak's not the fastest Pokemon. And that's a wasted Dynamax, my man. I mean, you set him up. You set him up for success, apparently. But Marowak just don't care. Marowak's in the sun, having a good old time. Our opponent rage quits in front of us. Fantastic. Marowak, you're having a showcase today, man. Alright. We'll do one more battle for sure. Marowak. Marowak's doing good. Marowak is helping me get these singles wins. He wants to be a master in singles. Look at that. Now we're in Great Ball tier. Let's go ahead and see if we can get us a good opponent, right? I mean, we haven't had that good opponent yet. Well, I guess some of our opponents have been good, but we ain't lost, and I'm definitely not the best singles player, so... Alright, our opponent's rocking out probably with the most single-looking team I've seen so far. Dragapult, Togekiss, Corviknight, Dracovish, Hippowdon, and Butterfree. Okay, let's play it. What do we do against Corviknight? Marowak. Marowak again. Alright, and... let's just do it. Let's just bring these free Pokemon every single time. Last episode we featured Garchomp and we featured Skarmory a lot. This episode we're featuring Togekiss and Marowak. Mostly Marowak so far. Togekiss had a good game 1. But Marowak had a phenomenal game 2. Darmanitan's been a great U-turner so far. That's what all we've seen so far with Darmanitan in this video. But hey, things are looking good for us, guys. We're getting there. And let's see. If our opponent leads Dragapult, or even Togekiss, I'm definitely going for a straight Ice Punch. Give me Dragapult, give me Togekiss. Hey, give me Butterfree. Well, Butterfree might be Focus Sash. And then what can Butterfree do to punish me, though, you know? I mean, he could go Sleep Powder or something. There's the Dragapult. Alright, like I said, I'm going straight for the Ice Punch. You guys cannot take my Ice Punch. Like, a lot of your team is weak to this Ice Punch, so you really don't have a big safe switch in. You have a Corviknight. Corviknight might die to 2 hits, actually, so... Corviknight's threatening if it is set up with its Iron Defense. That's when it becomes really threatening to us. But yeah, like I said, our opponent didn't have a good switch, and his Dragapult goes down. Alright, so, I mean, he has Hippowdon that's also weak to Ice Punch. Like, Darmanitan's just a great lead most time in singles, you know. In my opinion, so far, he's been a fantastic lead. Let's see if we can get this. You don't want to give me this Darmanitan sweep. Did you think I wasn't going to bring Darmanitan? Hey, we'll go for the Darmanitan sweep. Finish off the video strong with Darmanitan sweep. He's like, hey, we had Togekiss game 1, Marowak game 2. I am getting my sweep in game 3, is what Darmanitan's saying. And I say, Darmanitan, go for it. Let's see this Darmanitan sweep. Hopefully our opponent ain't about to rage quit. I feel like our opponent's about to rage quit. Okay. Ooh. Darmanitan 1 Pokemon away from winning. And then we will be happy. Who you got as your last spawn? Who is this? It is Corviknight? I mean, we know you're about to Dynamax it, but I have Marowak in the back. Why not? I don't care. We're going for the Darmanitan sweep. We're going to put everything into Darmanitan right now, and we're going to go for that max flare. We should be able to take an Iron Head if he goes for it, but I know he's going for that max Steel Spike. It doesn't matter, because we're going to outspeed. I don't know if we'll get a KO if he Dynamaxes, but I think our opponent pretty much is giving us this game anyway. Yeah, they didn't even Dynamax. They do live. Are you going for Iron Defense? You going for Iron Defense? Hey, bro. Are you going for Iron Defense? Or are you going for Roost? Iron Defense. Hey, we win. Practically, because we're in the sun. We're a Darmanitan. I don't care about your Iron Defense at this point. We're outspeeding you, too. That's the most important part. Alright, yeah. Everything's good. Everything's good right now. Dynamax, I dare you, but we're about to drop you. It don't matter that you're Dynamaxing. We're just going to finish you off, dude. We're in the sun. We're in Max Flare territory right now, dude. You're gone. Don't matter about that +2 defense. Doesn't matter. That +2 defense is nullified by the sun, and then we're a Darmanitan. You can max guard all day. What's that benefiting you, though, man? You still got one more attack you gotta take. What did that benefit you at all? That did nothing except wasting time. You wasting time. I mean, I understand if you had leftovers, but I don't see no leftovers. You're max guarding again. So if you got double max guard, oh, and then I go into Ice Punch instead. But that's not the case. I guess you played your win. You played your outs. You still didn't win. Because Darmanitan's a beast getting those Darmanitan sweeps. Anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. This is Wi-Fi Merriman signing off. Peace.